first and your last name, please?
My name is Joanne Henson, and I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. Born and raised in Baltimore, Maryland.
Great. And what is your story? What is your journey? Please do share.
I think my journey has really just begun. I guess once I got to 50, I thought things were just going to be smooth sailing, and it just didn't happen like that. Last year, in October, I found I had early stages of breast cancer. And I didn't really understand what that actually meant until I went through the process of actually finding out that I had it, and then having to understand that I had to balance out my life with it. And so that's, my story began there, because I saw it more as an awakening. And I guess because my parents are no longer with me, and I'm an adult, and I'm alone in a way, but I'm not really alone because I have family and friends, and really good friends. I started looking at my life differently from the moment I had the surgery and throughout the radiation and the doctors, and I actually had to live in maybe 3 different places during this process. So in the last 6 months, I've lived in different places. I lived in Baltimore after my surgery. I came back to DC just for the treatments every day for like 30 days. And then I'm living in Virginia to rest from the stress of being in Baltimore and family. And I have a nonprofit organization that as my, and I don't want to say it's an illness because I feel like I'm recovering from it. It's like the nonprofit organization that I've started is Henson Arts and Learning, and I bring art programs to children and youth. And so that's what I did. I graduated from Howard with a degree in fine arts, but I taught for like 7 years early childhood education, but it was in 1st and 2nd grade. So I knew, I think then, that I had certain gifts, and I was like driven just to do the things that I enjoyed. And it just wouldn't be a job, it would be what I enjoy doing every day. So now I'm basically doing that. I'm working with my own art program. I'm working with other organizations. I just received a grant for the summer. So it always keeps me, busy and thinking, what can I do to make the lives of young people better? Which makes my life better, because I'm giving.
Giving is good. Feels good.
Giving is always good. It's not the receiving. It's the joy that you give, and knowing that you gave from yourself to open up somebody else's life. So I feel good about the giving, and I grew up seeing that. I grew up seeing people who had a little of nothing, but they always had a lot. Just a lot of time, a lot of love, a lot of encouragement, and that's what my foundation is. Because I had it, If I look back and see what I didn't have, comparing to now, I had a lot more then, because I had more of the love, the community. And to me, I had to find community because I left my community to come to Washington, and Washington is different from other places. It's more of a transient place, so it's just different. So, and like through my cancer recovery, I found community in the people who supported me, who knew me, who just reached out to me and gave me all the support I needed. Places to stay, resources, conversation, prayers. That's what has uplifted me. And like being here today was just like an icing on the cake, because I was like, oh, should I go? Should I go? And I was like, maybe I should go, because I need all the uplifting and encouragement that I need. And the lady who also had volunteered and supported me when I started my program was like saying, I'm working for an organization that, supports women. And I was like, okay, let me, now that I have a story and more surrounding what he is doing, then she said, oh, I'll put you on the schedule. So I just came, and I'm going with the flow of the day. Because sometimes you have to listen to the voices outside, meaning people are asking you to do things and you might not be sure what it will bring to you. You might just have to open yourself up and, come and find out for yourself.
Well, I'm very glad that you came.
I am too.
That's amazing. What scripture did you hold on to during this journey of yours?
The Lord's Prayer. Because that's the first prayer that was taught to me as a kid, growing up, because we say our prayers before we went to bed, and it just stuck with me because of the words, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. And I just like, oh, okay. So that's what it is. The Lord is my shepherd, and I shall not want. And a minister taught us once to put in our names in the prayer so that it would, be more like closer to us. So it was like, the Lord is Joanne's shepherd, and she shall not want. So it always strengthened me in sitting in doctor's offices, waiting for surgery, dealing with family, dealing with people who actually didn't know what was going on with me, because I didn't share everything with everyone, because I kind of, some of what I needed was, I needed to find out who was my real friends. And when I say real friends, people who had kind words to say to you, because you needed that support, you didn't need doubt, So when I was like, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. The Lord is Joanne's shepherd, and then he will deliver us from evil. Is also part of how I see it, and evil may be just the things that create confusion in your life, that you can, see your way through like a dark tunnel, and there's light at the end. You can just, you might not want to go in the tunnel, but you might have to go through the tunnel in order to get to the light. So that's how I was looking at this journey that I was taking, as there was going to be light on the other end, and I had to just believe, and just to think about my grandparents and their faith in God. And they always used to say, the Lord will make a way. Just pray. I didn't understand what that meant. But it was always, you were pulling your inner strength out. Everything that you know, because I felt I was given everything I needed at this point to use. But I had to, it was like it has been stored away. And when it was time to use, you just have to go in like a computer and retrieve it and use it.
You've got some really good examples of how to tap into your faith. The tunnel with the light, and then the computer example that visualizes how to go in and getting saved.
Sure.
I really appreciate that. I really like that. And the last portion of this is in 3 words. Use 3 words to define what raw beauty means to you. So in a complete sentence, you could say raw beauty is empowering. Raw beauty is beneficial. Raw beauty is inner peace.
Word. I think raw beauty is like a creative force, like a spirit that allows you to evolve, find the new, and move forward in whatever manner you need to. Because it's just like the nuts and bolts, that we have to pull together just to make things work. I'm resourceful, so I can make something out of nothing all the time. Because I do quilts, so it's like scraps of fabric, yarn, thread, or whatever. So you understand. So it's just tapping into those resources that are there within you, around you, and it allows you to inspire yourself and to inspire others.
That was our interview. It was very informative because some of those quotes in there, I feel like I can pull on those.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be like, you know what? I'm going through a hard time. I remember what Miss Joanne said.
Mm-hmm.
I can pull on that, like the computer going to retrieve like information. I like that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That sounds